guys, Nick Drossos, and welcome to another video for Mark Phillips and Fight Science. So far, this is the last video of our series. We did static, knife attack, we did dynamic, we did pump and grab, and now we're going to look at probably the most important one, and that's how to use improvised weapons, as well as understanding the most important part of, surviving a knife attack. So I talked a little bit about it in the previous video. The most important thing is, guys, when you're faced with an attacker, the first thing you want to do is look at their hands. Where are they shifting? Are they moving around? If I can't see their hands fully, if I can't see his hands, I can only assume he has a knife. So if the attacker's here and my hands are up, this hand might drop a little bit lower, so I'm ready to jam it as quickly as possible. So if I'm in a passive stance, the hand might come a little, conceal it somewhere. I might do from here, I might do this. That if he decides to go in anywhere, my hands are up and they're ready to jam the knife as quickly as possible. The quicker I intercept the knife, the less chance I have of getting cut. So a lot of it comes down to awareness, that when I'm faced with my attacker, I'm looking at him, I'm looking at his chest, where is he shifting, what's my environment, where are his hands, and most importantly, there's always something around that you can use. Again, the objective against the knife is to escape, get out. The last thing I want to do is try to go hand to hand with him. Okay, so we're going to look at 3 improvised weapons. So one is this magazine, how to use a magazine. So roll it this way, tight, right? And it basically becomes a little bit like a stick. At the same time, it gives me a little bit of leverage, go strike, it's a little bit of leverage where I can strike the arm, and right there I would have, this gives me a little bit of distance that I can use to strike and parry into the face, okay? So all it does is buys me a little bit of range and a little bit of time. I could also at one point do this and be here and strike and just boom, throw it straight into his face, and if I have the distance and opportunity to run. So again, this is just how to use a magazine. Another great one is a chair. This is actually somebody wrote to me, and he got attacked at an event with a knife. And he had watched one of my videos because I covered this already, and he sent me a message saying, thanks to you, I didn't get stabbed. And he knew nothing about martial arts or self-defense. He had watched one of my videos on how to use a chair, and the guy came up with a knife, and all he did was get up and grab the chair, and he started screaming and waving the chair, and by complete fluke, he hit his hand, the guy dropped the knife, and then everybody jumped in. So, if you're going to use a chair, the first thing is, I want to keep it in close. I don't want to keep it out here, because he could either grab it, or move it out of the way. So the idea is I want to keep it in, hit high, and hit low, and I'm keeping it here. I'm using it as I should. Now you see, I'm still using my legs. So as I use the chair, I'm using my legs, and this is, okay? This is where I would have popped him in the face. And again, this chair, I keep it in the middle of my chest, and I'm protecting all this area over here. Again, I'm striking high, I'm striking low. I'm still using my kicks, and I'm trying to find the opportunity, again, to either strike him, make him drop the knife, but just this could become a deterrent where you might slow him down, you might, slow down his momentum. He might find this too difficult and say, fuck it, I'm out of here. Other people might see it, you can scream. So again, it's about buying a few seconds in time. Now, probably one of my favorite ones is how to use your belt. Okay? So, now again, if you're going to use your belt, you have to have the space. Don't risk trying to pull out your belt in this range, because you're going to get stabbed. You're going to have a certain amount of range to pull it out, or if you know that shit might hit the fan, there's 1 or 2 guys outside waiting for you, and you know that you're going to, something might happen, and you have to use it, then you can pull it out. The way to do it is this way. So one hand here, one wrap around here, 2, and I hold it this way, okay? Now what's really good about this is that I still have my hand to strike, and I can move back, using my belt. Now, if he tries to come in anywhere, now I have a clear shot to anything I want. If I just step forward, I'm going to whack him right in the face. Now, this is belt buckle. You feel this, Costa?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, getting it in the head is going to hurt, so I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. So if I'm here and I'm doing this, boom, and I'm still striking, and boom, right there, I go right into the head. Again, I can go into the weapon hand, I can strike to the head. If the person grabs it, he does this, boom, forget the belt, right? Don't try any of this fancy stuff. You're gonna try to tie him up or do anything like that. He grabs the belt, you step in and you strike. The belt at this point, becomes kind of useless. You won't have the momentum to wrap it and tie it around him. That shit happens in movies, but not in full speed when someone's attacking. Now, these are just ideas. I can throw a water bottle. I can use my jacket. I could spit in the guy's face. If I had sand, I could throw sand in his face. There's always something lying around. When we look at improvised weapons, there's also something called static improvised weapons. Would be what? Me going around a car, me going around a bench, me going around something that creates a space between me and my attacker. And the third one is projectile improvised weapons. Anything that I can throw. Like I said, sand, water bottle, hat, gloves. Again, all these little things are just to create a flinch response for me to escape or for me to enter. So this is probably the first thing you want to do against a knife. Again, let me break it down. And we looked at all the videos. Use your awareness. Always, when you're talking to the person, look where his hands are. Is he pacing? Is he moving? Is he reaching something? Is the knife concealed anywhere where I don't see his hands? If it is, bring up your hands, bring it closer to whichever hand you don't see. Get ready to either strike him and go preemptive and have the other hand to come in. If you have anything around you, improvised weapons, this is the way to go, as well as have an escape plan. So wherever you are, and he's talking to me, I know there's a door here, there's a bob dummy here, there's something here, he has his cap, I know my kicking range, am I holding anything that I can throw? So these are all things that you have to think of. And again, fights are not like in the movies, and it's not like fighting in the cage. It's, this happens very, very fast. It's very unpredictable. And, I worked in clubs for years, and no matter how much training I did, no matter how many scenarios I did, it was completely different what I was faced in the street with. And the more you train, the more scenarios, the harder you make it. The objective is to get your brain and your mind to be able, in a few seconds, to assess a situation and know what are my highest and best, greatest chances of survival. Again, there's no guarantees, there's no system that can guarantee you 100% foolproof, because there's too many variables and too many different things that can happen in a street fight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series of our collab videos. I want to thank Mark Phillips and Fight Science. If you guys want to see their videos, they're on my Nick Drossos channel. As well, if you want to learn more self-defense, step-by-step on how to defend yourself from any attack, go visit my website, nickdrossos.com. We have a brand new program. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you, Mark Phillips and Fight Science. Guys, this is a community that we're building to empower and teach people self-defense. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stand strong.